Hello everyone, I'm AussieJTV back with some more Castle Morihisa action. Now after the last run where we actually got a win with a samurai, I just wanted to highlight to everyone that once you've beaten a character, you unlock effectively difficulty sliders here. So very similar to in Slay the Spire. I know I keep making that reference, but basically you can make your game artificially more difficult over time, and I was sure we'll get into using that, but for now we still have the monk and the ninja who we've not completed. So I'm going to play a run with the ninja just because we didn't really get to show her off in all her glory earlier when we played them before. In fact, we died in the first realm. So this time we're going to make a big difference and we're going to get all the way to the end, or at least that's the aim. So just a little reminder about how the ninja works. Basically, they're working around combos or trying to use the same types of abilities. So they have a unique mechanic called Genjutsu and Mantra, which is basically if you play 3 cards of the same type, aka 3 defenses or 3 attacks or 3 skills, then you'll gain a mantra sign, collect 9 and you get basically a super powerful card called a Genjutsu. Similarly, the ninja has discard mechanics, so things like the puppeteer, you can often a card will have 2 effects, one if you play it and one if you discard it, and all the attacks have different sort of types, should we say. So we've got kunais, I think we've got washizakis, and all sorts of other things. So basically you can combo off using the same type as well. And just to see if I can show that, here you go, here's the combo. So play 2 cards of the same type to trigger the second card's combo effect. So we could use this with kunai to combo and deal X+1. And in fact, I'm tempted to just pick this up straight away because I think it's a good way to deal some damage near the start. Everything else here doesn't look particularly exciting. I mean, this is quite good. Gain 2 armor, draw a card, reduce the action point cost of this card by 1. Interesting. I might take Swift Leap actually first because it can go in any deck, right? We're not pigeonholing ourselves at all. And with that, we will pick a fallen hero. This time I'm thinking, why don't we try something we've not done before? I believe we've had Shimazu Yoshihiro before. Imagawa Yashimoto we've probably had. Mori Motonari though. Disrupt cards don't really happen in the first round, so I don't think it's particularly useful. Let's go with Imagawa Yoshimoto and see if we can do a lot of damage to a single unit at a time. 15 damage is nothing to sneeze at in the early game. And our favourite friend, Corpse Hound, is back to start. So let's show off this new card. So basically, if we're going to Swift Leap, we're going to gain a new card that's going to cost 0. That puts on 2 armor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 damage here to show you this Genjutsu. So if we play 3 kunais, we do a lot of damage to the enemy, but also we're now 1 out of 9 stacks for the Genjutsu. Now this will continue throughout battles. It's not like you have to get to 9 in a single battle, because that would be quite difficult. But you know, we'll keep that 1 out of 9 ready so that next time when we play the next fight, we'll already have 1 out of 9 and we might be closer to it. So what do we have here? We have Swift Throw, deal 6 damage, reduce the action point card of your next Wakizashi card. That's what I was talking about before. Play this turn to 0. We don't have any Wakizashi though yet. We have gain 3 armor or discard to gain armor equal to the number of cards you play this turn. Or we have discard all the cards in your hand and gain 5 armor for every 1 card discarded. So this is basically a 1-use massive block card, which doesn't sound too bad. We could get a prospective Swift Throw, but considering we don't have anything that we can buy in the shop for Wakizashi, I don't really see the need or the importance of that. But we tried that last time, so I'm wondering if maybe we try Fearless Mind, but not really. I'm going to go Karamiri Jutsu. And what talent we're going to pick up to start with? I think what we're going to do is anything that's particularly the battle inflict all enemies with 1 stack of weakness. I think we'll just pick that for now because it's going to give us an immediate effect, immediate benefit, and you know, you don't really know which way your deck is shaping in the early game at all. So I think here, all we'll do actually is we'll play 1 kunai first, because as I said, this carries over, so that gets us to 2 stacks of the Genjutsu. Then we might as well puppeteer once, discard, and then do a throw kunai again. Basically trying to reduce any damage we take as much as possible, while still getting these stacks. So here we can do 2 kunais, then if we Karamiri Jutsu, we're not going to take any damage. Or we could go for a prospective draw of this guard. I don't think it's particularly likely. I'm just going to Karamiri Jutsu. It going into the void, basically where we can't use it again this game, or this battle. I don't think it's a particularly big deal here because, you know, he's slowly going to die anyway. What I think I'm going to actually do here is just guard to get out my Genjutsu stacks and do 1 kunai. I'm banking on the fact that we'll be able to draw 2 kunai this turn, though I didn't really think about the fact that he is gaining armor as well. So 12 damage we can do is thankfully enough, and we get a Genjutsu stack. So we're getting very close, you know, 5 out of 9 is not too bad. And when you get these cards, one thing interesting, and I'll talk about it when I see one, is they are 1 use, but they do, I believe, persist in your deck throughout battle. So you can get one and leave it in your deck until you might need it in a boss fight, for example. Thinking we might take Swift Leap again. I think it just seems like a really nice cantrippy all-rounder card. And by cantrip, what I mean is, effectively it costs 0. Obviously it costs 1, but it reduces the cost of the next card you draw by 1 as well. So if we try that out here, we can go Swift Leap, into guard, get a Genjutsu stack. We're not taking any damage, and throw 2 kunais. That will prepare us to use a 3rd attack this round to get our Genjutsu up again. Or I should say our mantra. Technically, these are mantra stacks to get a Genjutsu card. So I guess to be technical, that's the way to do it. Don't know whether it was worth playing that defense. I'm sort of banking on the fact that I'll play 2 defenses this turn. I don't think that's actually the right move because... Oh, have I done this right? Yeah, so we do two damage. The reason we're doing less damage here is because of the airborne on this Carrion Raven. So still, we have 3 attacks, and I'm just wondering why were we doing like 1 extra attack for every hit. I don't know if there's something that I was missing there. I'm not really sure what happened, but not complaining too much. Interesting. So here's a Wakasashi card. Finally, deal 4 to 12 damage combo for every 1 card you discard this turn. Attack an extra time. That sounds like it could be really strong. But we're not really a discard deck at the moment. Intuition is also discard based. Maybe we'll go for a Perspective, Storm, Assault. The only thing I wanted to check in my tactics is there's one of the tactics you can get in here. I'm just going through to see if I've got it for this character. Is something to do with basically whenever you what am I thinking? Sorry, I'm getting myself confused now. Whenever you have a chance to hit, so between 4 and 12 damage, it will always make it the full amount. I'm just seeing if we have that as an option, because maybe that's something that we want to go for and try and do that, because I always thought that would be quite cool. We didn't have a chance in our previous one, but let's see. Doesn't look like we have the option for that here, at least unless I'm going crazy, which makes me less inclined to get that card. So for now, maybe we'll just get Intuition. We're getting a bit of armor. If we get some discard, I mean, we've got 1 Puppeteer already. That's +1 strength. So maybe we can go a combo deck with a little bit of strength gain. That could be quite a nice way to play. I still haven't really worked out what the best way to play the ninja is, to be honest. But I think this is an obvious play, is get rid of our intuition, gain a strength, Swift Leap, and we might as well Swift Leap again. That gives us a mantra for a Genjutsu, and then we'll just do 2 attacks. And we're taking no damage as well, which is very nice. And it seems like this weaken. Okay, so Weaken actually, I thought Weaken disappeared after 1 round, but I think I was getting confused with Disarm. So actually, that's why we were doing that extra bit of damage last time, is because basically we'll deal 1 extra damage to every unit while they have Weaken for every attack card we play. Now, what I'm wondering is, do we just kill him, or do we just guard twice? I mean, I guess I'm going to guard twice. I don't feel like we're in too much danger in this fight, especially now we have a Genjutsu. So just to show you how it's like, I'm going to press this here, and as you can see, we have 3 really strong cards that we can choose for. So deal 25 damage to all enemies. Recover 1 charge for all fallen heroes, so basically recharging these things in the bottom left, or cards with Void that you play this turn will instead be placed into your graveyard. For now, I think we've got a little bit of Void synergy, but I think we can't go wrong with a Fire Breath Charm, especially for like the first bosses. If you get the General who has 2 friends with him, that's 75 damage, which you definitely can't complain about at all. And then we might as well kill the Mutated Man, deal some damage to the Mutated Woman, and pass our turn. I'm not going to play a defense card because I want to try and play 2 attacks this turn. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Or at least at the start, we will be able to play them later. So instead, what I'm going to do is just keep Swift Leaping to get a stack, and then go in with my kunai. Looking really good so far. We've taken 4 damage so far. I'm trying to explain what I'm doing a bit more from previous episodes, because I feel like that is easier to follow, and I think I was playing very, very fast, making mistakes earlier, which is not what I want to do. I think we're going to take another Puppeteer. It's always nice to have some discard options available, and it's just a good card in general. I mean, 5 armor is much better than the 3 we get otherwise. First shop refresh is free of charge. Interesting. So is there anything that we really, really want in here? We could go for an equal trade. I'm just worried we're sort of building ourselves into yet another discard deck like we did last time. I'm just thinking, why not? What's really stopping us? I mean, why not? We might as well take it. It could benefit us in the future. And let's see if we can get something here. Refreshing the shop, one of the new items charge will always be free. Interesting, because we haven't really done item cards yet. For each 1 card you discard, gain 2 strength. So that sort of builds in with sort of what we're doing here. Discard up to 3 cards, gain an action point. That seems very strong, but I don't think we're quite at the point where we're going to get that. Maybe I'll take a Perspective, Wealthy Chests. So this basically should give us more armor, more money every time we open these artifacts. So I'm going to go for them more heavily and see if we can build a deck where, yeah, effectively, we want to open them as much as possible. And I'll be saying I'm going to try and pick up more question marks, see what we get. Interesting, we have Upgrade or Transmute. I mean, I guess there's a lot of cards we want to do both with. I'm just seeing if there's anything particularly good. So upgrading this is really useless, actually, because we don't really want it for the armor. Reducing the cost of equal trade would be really good. Swift Leap seems decent, but it's only 2 extra armor. I think of all the things that I'm seeing here, the only thing we'd really want to upgrade is equal trade. Transmute's a bit more risky. I'm going to just go with the upgrade. Upgrade or equal trade. Now it's a lot easier for us to play. which is really what we want to do here, is what I think, play as much as possible. Now this time I'm going to go for the elite, especially because we have rations. So we're basically becoming stronger by 5 health. It's almost like I assume it's like a 5 health heal as well. Let me just see. It's only when you defeat the enemy, so obviously you have to get through it first. But it does give us the option there to basically gain health from fighting an elite, which is always a very exciting thing. I know we did that quite a lot with a samurai, but this will actually be max health, which is even more exciting. Let's see if we can get another Genjutsu stack here. I'm just trying to buff up all of our guard as much as possible, because really we're not getting through this with much damage. I mean, I guess we'll deal 2 damage to the enemy. We are taking 3, so you know we came off worse in that trade. But here we go. Here's our chance to use equal trade. But I think I'll throw 2 kunais first, and then we will equal trade, just so that we're getting those Genjutsu stacks up. I think that's probably very important with the ninja, is just trying to work out how do you keep mantring, how do you keep Genjutsuing, and keep it on like that. We're only taking 6 damage this turn, so I'm not particularly worried. So let's discard Karamiri Jutsu. And then we might as well just start going Swift Leap into Swift Leap. That's always a good start. I'm going to guard because it's free, and it means we take no damage. We've got 1 action point, I should say, so we are going to hit, just to maybe set up, because he used a lot of armor this turn, so hoping we can deal more damage on this one. Always get rid of that discard on the intuition. Just wondering, we could do 12 damage here, Swift Leap, and hope to get... I guess I'm going to do this. We might end up taking quite a bit of damage from this. This is what almost is the worst case, is we're now going to take 13 damage. So maybe that wasn't worth it. Maybe we should have played more defensive. But I'm worried our deck isn't suited to really killing this guy quickly, at least. And this is not a great deck. Oh dear, I can't speak English now. Great set of cards to draw on a turn where he's not actually attacking. But we'll see what we can do here. Might as well start with 2 kunais, because that will give us another Genjutsu stack. Swift Leap. I guess we'll do it into guard just to make it easier to get a mantra in the next turn. But we'll see. We'll see. We still don't really see the need for Karamiri Jutsu here. I'm just gonna discard it because we don't really need it, and then we'll go in here. We're gonna get a Genjutsu. Deal 1 to 60 damage. Interesting. Each defense card you play this turn will deal damage equal to its armor value to 1 random foe. That sounds probably more useful. I mean, this would be very interesting, but I don't think it's going to really help here. And gaining 3 action points is probably also very strong now that I think about it. But let's just see where we go with this. I think we'll gain enough defense. We might as well throw the kunai. Actually, we shouldn't be throwing the kunai because he's obviously got some sort of retaliation on there. I didn't notice. Keep gaining our strength. This is almost building a bit like our samurai deck, just a lot weaker. And go from there. Just very nervous about how much damage we're going to take. I guess we're just going to discard our kunai. The problem is on the turns that we can deal damage to him, he's dealing a lot of damage to us. So that's what's really making it difficult at the moment for us. Let's just discard that. We don't need that. We can Puppeteer and Intuition. That's going to give us a Genjutsu stack when we Swift Leap. And I was hoping to draw an attack damage spell, but oh well. And worst comes to worst, we've got 4 strength here. So it may be a bit of a slog of a battle, but we are going to get it. I'm going to just thinking, I'm going to get rid of a Hailstorm. I'm trying to keep these for the boss. Maybe I'm being too cute with it, one could say, but I mean, that's what I'm going to try and do. And what we're going to do here, probably Swift Leap into a Puppeteer. Might as well get rid of a kunai, to be honest. I don't think it really matters. Guard to get a mantra. Actually, it does matter. That's why we wanted to get rid of, we wanted to keep the defense and card in hand to get that other mantra strike. 15 damage this turn. I guess maybe we'll keep this card up. We could almost go kunai, and gain. I assume it counts. Does it count itself as a discard? Probably not, actually. So maybe it's not quite as good as I think. I don't know really why I bought this card. It doesn't seem particularly useful for us, but let's go. Throw knife, Karamiri Jutsu. Yes, we're going to take 5 damage. There, you can see it doesn't actually use itself as a discard, which is good to know. And can we kill this turn? So each of these are going to deal, yeah, we should easily have the kill. So I'm just going to get rid of anything. Attack. That was a bit of a slog. We're still over half health, and we've got some benefits here. 25 armor in a single turn. That seems quite doable, I feel, if we just Karamiri Jutsu at the right time. End a turn without having used any action points or gain 5 artifact in this adventure. I mean, why not? Let's try this. We're going to get an item card, which we haven't really tried before. And, you know, we're trying to go and get more... Where was it? Here we go. Wealthy chests. So we're trying to get to chests as much as possible, get as many artifacts. And here we have a choice of an attack. Deal 4 damage, destroy the enemy's armor. That could be interesting. Deal 0 damage for each 1 card played this turn. This card gains 2 damage. We used this in the previous run, not that it did us a lot of good. Or deal 4 damage to all enemies and inflict 1 weaken. I'm thinking about this. Maybe we're sort of pivoting to like a weaken deck as well, because we're already given 1 stack of weaken to everyone. I wonder if there's anything we can do here to keep that up. When killing an enemy with weaken, their weaken stacks are transferred. Okay, so that's already one thing that would be good for that. Is there anything else that's immediately drawing my eye? When you play a tactical, restore 1 health. Draw 1 card when you trigger a combo. It's either going to be a shadow hand, or I think it's going to be this one. It's either this one or David as well, I think. But spread weaken is probably the best. Let's try and build a weaken deck. Why not? Try something new. Based on that as well, I'm probably going to go to the upgrade path. Let's just see what it would look like if we upgraded that. 6 damage versus 4. That's not a big upgrade, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more from that. Maybe we're better off healing. But no, I'm going to upgrade this. We're going to go weaken. I was hoping it's going to be inflict 2 weaken or something like that, or at least, you know, 1 enemy is going to take 2 weaken. I guess that'd be too much to put on 1 page. You find a delicately packaged package. Gain 1 random skill card. Okay, Shadow Claim. Take no damage for the enemy's first attack on the next turn. Interesting. I mean, 2 costs quite high, but that's basically an invulnerability for the next turn, which would be really useful. And let's see who we're fighting here. I feel like our Kasa Obake, he has to be in every run. I think he's always going to pop up, which I'm not really complaining about, because, you know, he looks so cool. And we are not taking any damage already, so might as well keep throwing our attacks in. It's a shame that we can increase our armor, but I think this should be quite an easy fight, to be honest. As long as we're remembering when he has Ethereal, because you'll see it on the debuff stand below, or the buffs, I guess. It's debuffs to us, but buffs for him. And I guess we're just going to Shuriken Storm just to try it out, and Karamiri Jutsu. So we take no damage, now 2 weaken. So basically all of our attacks are artificially 2 stronger. I think this is a very obvious turn. We're going to equal trade into 2 throw kunais. And yeah, slowly we're chipping down this weird tongue-licking creature. And 12 damage is quite a lot. Maybe we're going to go defensive. Yeah, I'll keep the guards. This is not going to be a great turn for us. I'm just thinking he's got Ethereal as well. I guess we're going to do this first, get a Genjutsu stack. In fact, I might actually use my Imagawa Yoshimoto here. Okay, I should have thought about that. I was like, in my mind, I was like, that's going to go through Ethereal. That's just 15 flat damage. Unfortunately not, so that was a bit of a wasted effort. I'm going to get rid of my guard here, I think. Actually, no, I'll get rid of my Shadow Clone. I don't think we're going to use it. And see what we can draw. We might as well puppeteer away our intuition. And guard again. Just a lot of guarding. This fight is becoming more difficult than I thought. I guess it's because he's getting stronger over time as well. Let's get rid of a guard. Swift Leap is going to pay for itself, I guess. Swift Leap is going to pay for itself. And then we can Shuriken Storm to apply even more weak into a kunai, which will finish off the job. So actually, we took almost equivalent damage to an elite there. So I guess you do have to be worried about facing a walking umbrella. I don't really want any of these, to be honest. I mean, I guess we could take 2 of these, but I feel like we're cycling through our deck fast enough that we don't need to. All of this other thing, I'm just going to skip, I think. Yeah, keep the deck thin. I think that's what we learned a lot of in our last run. And here's an interesting choice. Do we go for an elite to try and increase our max health? Or do we go for a relic? 25 health isn't that high. I'm just wondering, can we click this outside of combat? No, we can't. Maybe we should think... And we can't quite afford this. If we could afford this, I would go... In fact, why don't we do it this way? Let's gain 3 talent points. It uses up a lot of our money. Let's buy David to recover... Was it 10 health upon starting an elite battle? And it does mean we can get this. For each mantra sign you activate, a random card in your hand has its action point cost reduced by 1. This could be quite good because we are stacking mantra quite quickly. And now I'm going to go for the elite because effectively we're going to be on 35 health rather than 65. And if we complete the combat, we're going to go up to 70 max health, which is all really good for us. And we're probably going to start just getting Genjutsu into our deck. So, and I've just been thinking, we've not been seeing these cycle around, have we? Have I been being an idiot? I'm going to get Lightning Charm this time. Do they only stay in our deck? Yeah, they only stay in your deck for the combat you play them. It doesn't seem to indicate that anywhere. It doesn't say here your Genjutsu will disappear. It says once played, this card will be removed from your deck, but we don't play it at all during the combat. It shouldn't count as being played, in my view, which is a bit of a shame. But I guess that means we're going to have to use this turn. Might as well. Oh, come on, 60 high roll. Okay, that wasn't really a high roll. 14 damage, you know, but we'll take it. It's not insignificant, and we're still not going to take any damage this turn anyway, so I'm not too fussed. But yeah, that's really sad. I was hoping you could like build a deck almost exclusively of Genjutsus if you built them up over time earlier on. Ooh, this is an interesting choice. I feel like he normally does a big attack after this. I might be wrong on that. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to Shadow Clone and then put up a little bit of block. It just seems like we're not doing much damage. Interesting choices. I guess we're gonna gain a little bit of extra block. So next turn we're gonna take 0 damage. Oh wait, did I completely misread that card? I bet you I completely misread that card. Let's just go through that again. Take no damage on the enemy's first attack on their next turn. So it's, sorry, I read that as on our next turn. So actually it's when the monster next attacks. So in this instance, obviously he attacked straight after, so it did no damage to us. Oh well, bit of a waste, but we're learning, that's good. Might as well throw some weaken on him. And get ready for next time where he's probably gonna do a ton of damage to us. So we just, well, 10 is not that much, but he is reducing our effective gaining of armor. This is a not really liking this. I guess we're going to throw a kunai straight away. I'm just thinking, can we get him to gasping? Because obviously he does gasp eventually. We'll start gasping for air upon reaching a 10th multiplier of attack. We'll gain 1 strength for each attack card you play. We're never going to get him up to 10. This is just unfortunate. I think we're just going to take a lot of damage here. We could get 4 armor if we really wanted to. I'm just going to throw kunai and discard. You know, we're going to take a bit of damage here. But, you know, we're going to gain 5 health at the end of this combat anyway, assuming we live. This turn, I'm not so worried about having tons of block, but I still think we're going to swiftly, I was about to say, hopefully get an intuition that we can discard to gain some strength. Yes, we're going to take 1 damage this turn. Well, 2 damage actually, because we're going to hit him. But he's getting chipped down and he's getting closer to 10 strength. I almost feel like we need to get him close to it so that when we almost decide to unload, we can like knock him over the edge. So this is just going to be a simple Shuriken Swarm into Karamiri Jutsu. And this turn, okay, so this is the turn where we want, I'll get rid of a guard. Yeah, throw 3 attacks out. It gets him low to health, and now he's at 9 strength. So even though he's going to do a ton of damage this turn, we can kill him. I guess that's the most obvious thing. But just to show, as an example, if we throw kunai here, that's going to make him start gasping, so he does no damage to us. So that's what you really should do, is almost buff up his strength in preparation for when he does his turn off, so that on his big attack turn, which will come after that, you can basically go rip roaring into the enemy, basically. So what can we do here? Interesting. Complete a battle without losing health. I don't think that's going to happen. Remove 1 card. That's an easy thing to do. Or focus defense. I'm going to go lighter burden. I think it's probably best if we remove a card early. And I think we will... Ooh, interesting. I think we're going to pick up Mind Game. I really liked that in the last game, even though we didn't necessarily do too well. And now we've got 5 talent points. We're going to save up for requite. I think it's requite. I don't even know what that word means, to be honest. And then apart from that, I think we're going to just refresh the shop. See if there's anything we really want. This is another Shuriken. Deal 3 damage combo, gain 1 temporary copies of 1 Shuriken card. Interesting. That sounds quite cool. At least, I like cool. And deal 3 damage combo, draw a card. Maybe we'll try and switch into Shuriken somehow. I don't know, maybe I'm trying to do too much at once, but I'm quite liking the idea of this. And I was hoping we'd have enough money to remove a card as well. Oh well. Let's go into our relic or artifact, get some more money and get a watermelon. That's quite nice to have increased health. And we might, I'm just thinking, do we want to remove a card straight away to gain a talent point? I think we do, because what I'm thinking in my mind, I mean, we could probably get rid of an armor. Yeah, of all these cards, I guess we're going to get rid of an armor. And that is going to give us an extra talent point. And the reason I did this is so that we could get requite before the elite fight. That was the logic in the back of my mind. Obviously, we can't do anything else here. Can't buy any cards. Well, I guess we could buy a consumable, but we're not going to do that. And go into the elite. I'm just thinking, you know, elite should hopefully be easier in the first stage. Maybe that's not true, actually. In fact, I've always found that if our run can get off the ground in the first stage, then it's set off. So it's much easier to win stage 2 and stage 3. So maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I should be a bit more careful about doing elites early on when your deck is not fully formed. And that way you can transition much more easily. Let's see. Let's add the kunai into our hand, I guess. We'll swift leap. I was just hoping to... Well, I guess we're going to puppeteer because it costs nothing. And then that gives us, again, Jutsu stack. So that makes throw kunai free. And then we can throw kunai again. Okay, I already see how this is starting to take shape. Requite might be really good because we can keep making things cheaper and cheaper. So throw kunai here. That's made our puppeteer, which is probably the best thing we could have got free. So we can discard our intuition. Swift leap again. Guess we're going to equal trade. We are going to take a little bit of damage this turn, but might as well throw a kunai. And yeah, we can basically almost chain and combo more and more with this almost ultimate talent, so to speak. And he's not doing any damage this turn, so let's discard intuition because that's an obvious answer. Shuriken Storm into throw kunai. That's going to make something free. Unfortunately, it's just a guard. I'm not going to start setting the mantra up for guard this turn. I don't think it's necessary. I will drop a regular guard though here. Mind Game into Karamiri Jutsu is a really weak turn. I mean, he's got 20 armor. I think we're just probably focused on not taking damage here. Yeah, so we can do that into Swift Leap, into Karamiri Jutsu, and that will give us... I was going to say it's going to give us something for free, but actually we have no cards in hand. So maybe not the smartest play ever. 9 damage here. Is there anything we particularly want to get rid of? We probably want to cycle more than anything. So I'm going to keep Swift Leap, Puppeteer into our Intuition. I'm going to Swift Leap because if we get a guard, yeah, we can play it for free, and that's going to give us a free kunai. And there we go, no damage taken. This is a much nicer elite fight. We've barely taken any damage here. In fact, we probably gained health overall. I'm going to get rid of Shadow Clone. I don't think we need it at the moment. And probably just go... Actually, can we just get a kill? Yeah, we can. So let's throw 2 kunais. And we'll save up this Genjutsu stack. I think we're now close enough to the boss that I don't really want to use it unless I have to. Upgrade 3 cards. That's probably going to be the best option for us. But how often do we really upgrade? All of these aren't going to happen very likely, so I'm going to take that. It's perspective more than anything else. Oh, at turn start, gain 2 temporary Shuriken cards. We did say let's try going Shuriken, so why not? Why not try and go Shuriken? And then we'll pick up probably Shade Shuriken as well. And let's see, maybe we're going to go for like a weakened Shuriken deck, because Shurikens do seem to do less damage, but they're cheap. Well, that's what I'm hoping for, so it does work with our weaken as well. And then we might as well upgrade a card here is what I'm thinking, because we're trying to get to 3 to unlock this great skill. Is there going to be a really good one here? So save is interesting, but not particularly useful. Gain temporary copies of 1. That's only a 2 attack damage increase. I'm probably going to upgrade Mind Game again, because Mind Game's always done us well in the past. Yeah, I'll just upgrade Mind Game. It's not a Shuriken-based card that we're upgrading, but I think it's still going to be very useful. And maybe we're just going to keep going. Might as well keep upgrading while we can. This time, I'm probably going to upgrade the Shade Shuriken. Even though there's only a 2 damage increase, we're going to be using it quite a lot, is the way I see it. It'd be nice if we maybe... In fact, what does this upgrade into? Let's have a quick look here. This Shuriken becomes draw 2 cards, so that's a very good upgrade target. So if we go for that Shuriken later, even better. And I'm going to upgrade again. We'll make our deck as upgraded as possible. Here, I'm a bit more... I'm probably going to get rid of... Upgrade our Puppeteer, because I feel like we are using it fairly frequently. We've got 2 of them. And then let's go straight into the boss fight after checking our talents. You thought I wasn't going to notice that, but I did. I'm just thinking if your hand is empty. That worked really well for us last time. Or well, actually it wasn't that one. It was a different empty hand one. But I think we want to try and build up to anything that's going to give us extra action points. So go over here. So I think I'm going to pick up Shadow Hand. At battle start, a random card in your hand will have its action point cost set to 0. Because that's going to be pretty good, useful in general. Just because we're fighting a boss, is there going to be a really obvious thing that I should have been picking up? Whenever you get an enemy dies, for each disrupt. I mean, maybe I'll pick up this for each disrupt. Because I think the general does play disrupt cards. There's definitely one of the bosses in the first realm that does. So I'm preparing for that, basically. And here we go, we've got the Flesh Worm. We can start with our equal trade for free, which is very nice. Probably going to go... Well, actually, I might as well use the Genjutsu straight away. I guess we're going to Lightning Charge. It just seems so perspective. What's the chances? I mean, I guess it's literally 1 in 60 that we'll get any specific thing. And I'm going to use it. Use it, probably. Let's see. Maybe we should see... Oh, even better. We can get that tactic straight away. Now we're going to Shuriken Charge. Come on, 60 damage. We did it! Well, 59. 59, but 1 damage because of the weaken. That's perfect. You know, knew it was the right play. Knew it wasn't going to be a problem. And we actually might use Intuition for a little bit of armor for a change. So that sets us up really well for this fight. And might as well try, because he's not dealing any damage to us. Let's go full Shuriken, or at least that's the plan. So, we're going to Shuriken draw once. It's not going to combo, but I'd rather get the free Shuriken card. So now we Shade Shuriken, and we get another Shuriken draw. I'll play this one, actually no, I'll play this one first, draw 2 cards. And you can see how this is all coming together. I might as well draw yet again, and then throw a kunai. I know the kunai is not that interesting, but we're already getting 1 away from our next Mantra Strike. We might even... No, we're probably not going to be able to kill this turn. And I swear we only have 1 of these in our deck. Oh, we start with some because of obviously that tactic. That tactic seems really strong for what we're trying to accomplish here. And I'm just thinking what we want to do. What do we want to keep? What do we want to get rid of? I mean, I'm just going to get rid of a guard. I don't think we're ever going to use a guard in this situation. And it looks like we're just going to go to town with Shade Shurikens. So, I don't think it really matters which order we do this in, but let's Shade Shuriken 1. That made the other one free, which is even better. We can do that. True Shuriken. Deal 3 damage and inflict 1 weaken. Yeah, definitely going to do that. Shade Shuriken again. Trade Shuriken. We're basically just throwing everything at this enemy, and then we might as well defend here. We're not going to get a Mantra Strike if we use this kunai. Well, I guess we can use the kunai as well, but let's Puppeteer first. Drop a Shuriken, because we're not going to have enough money for that, and then we will attack. 12 damage. This has gone very fast. This is the fastest boss fight I think I've ever done, which is very good. And what we got here? Crush Shuriken. Deal 3 damage. Combo. Gain 2 action points. Some of these Shuriken cards look really, really strong, let's be honest. The only annoying thing is we can't... I'm going to Mind Games first, just to see if we were lucky and did get another Shuriken card, but oh well. And I guess we're going to throw kunai, cross shuriken. I don't know why I did it that way. I'm sure I could have got the kill there, because I could have done double shuriken, gained action points, and then kunai. But, you know, you live and you learn. And here, we must always remember that we still are going to have to kill all of the riffraff afterwards. So let's start here with a shuriken draw, and that will kill off our flesh worm. It transfers the weaken as well, which is very nice. Also made our kunai cost nothing, which is good. This is the only guy doing damage to us at the moment, so let's shuriken. We might as well keep shurikening if they're giving us the option. Gain some more action points there. Draw. This is really good. I'm really liking this. I'm thinking what we do is we go kunai, kunai. Yeah, kunai, kunai. Maybe we should be going for the weakened one first, to be honest, but I'm just enjoying this so much anyway that I'm not too bothered. Puppeteer into intuition to gain some strength, and we will kunai again. So we're taking no damage. That guy's on 2. We might as well finish him off, and then we can switch to our flesh one with the weakened stacks on it. I guess we're going to... what are we going to get rid of? We're not going to have the money for... Let's get rid of Shadow Clone, because we're not going to have enough money for that. Well, I say money, but let's shuriken here, 8 damage to everyone, and inflicting a load of weaken. It's unfortunate that he doesn't get the weaken when he dies, otherwise that'd be very good. Let's see if we can kill this guy, because he has so many stacks of weaken on him. Oh, we don't have enough mana. I misjudged that. Oh well, we're going to take a little bit of damage here. Let's not get cocky right near the end. I must have got confused. I probably thought one of them cost 0 or something like that. I thought the Mantra Strike was going to hit earlier, but oh well. Here we go. We just need to make sure we've got... Well, just a reminder, for each Disrupt card you play, gain 1 temporary attack card. Okay, seems interesting. We're not taking too much damage this turn. In fact, I'm going to get rid of the Throw Kunai, because I don't think we're ever going to use that. Now, let's swiftly see what we get. Puppeteer away 1 Mucus. Probably going to play the other... Well, there's no point gaining temporary attack this turn. This is just a bit of a sad turn for us, to be honest. Because we can't... I guess we can deal some damage to the enemy. But this isn't going to give us the bonus action points. I'm completely stupid. I thought because they were the same card, you can't bundle them together. But obviously, if I'd have done 2 shurikens, yeah, we wouldn't have got the action points in the first one. But the second one we would have. That would have been definitely a much preferred option here. And let's get rid of Intuition. Always the first play. Shuriken Storm seems the obvious option. Into Shade Shuriken. It's a shame we're going to finish off. In fact, we're probably going to... Yeah, let's Shade Shuriken this one. That's going to give us Shuriken Storm again. That's very nice. We are taking quite a bit of damage. I'm wondering if we can deal... We can combo. We can't combo into anything we can use, but we can... I was just about to say, we can get the Fire Breath Charm, but we're not going to be able to actually use it. I'm going to get the Healing Charm and hope it cycles back around. And maybe I'll keep the fight lasting longer in order to get that to cycle. Because we've got a reasonable amount of cycle in the deck anyway. Let's get rid of a Throw Kunai. We're probably going to deal 6 damage and inflict 1 weaken. That's going to do that. And what's this? Expose. Recover 1 action point when taking card damage. Well, I guess let's do that. And there we go. All the way back up to 4. Let's Mind Game. I'm just trying to do... Oh, I should have Swift Leap first. Oh, well. Mind Game again. I guess we'll take the Mucus and then use the Mucus. Oh, deal 19 damage. So I need to remember that. I kept... You know, we might as well be using these Disrupt cards as much as we want. Let's get rid of our Intuition. I'm just hoping to draw. You know, I don't mind getting them low, but I don't want to kill them yet. Let's just see. I guess deal 8 damage, combo draw 1 Kunai card. Interesting. But let's do that into Shade Shuriken. Not going to use that because hopefully we should draw our Genjutsu here. And there we go. Perfect. Actually, I'm not going to get Mucus because that's more interesting. Let's Healing Charm. Let's Mucus. See what we draw. And it's a Shuriken draw. Interesting. We might as well use that to get the kill. Well, actually, let's Mucus again just to see. We might see new cards we haven't done before. I mean, nothing particularly exciting, but, you know, first victory under our belt. This is the first time we've actually beaten the first boss with the ninja, which is very nice. And upgrading sealed cards when we get them is going to be very useful indeed. What are we going to get for a quest goal? Play 3 attacks on the same turn? Might as well. That's been really easy to get. And we have unlocked great skill, which is nice as well. So let's see what we want here. Almost certainly another Shade Shuriken. Yeah, I'm going to pick that without really looking at the others too deeply. And then I think that's going to end the episode for today. So if you like this, please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all of that great jazz. You've probably heard it a million times before from every YouTuber under the planet. But I'm really enjoying Castle Morihisa. So let me know how you're finding it, whether you're enjoying it on the channel, etc., etc. And I'll see you for the next video where we're doing the second stage with the ninja.